The reason you don't usually see me talking about this is because I didn't have any good M1 habits. Everything that I did to try to extend my chest voice range was unhealthy. And all the advice that I got online, at least in that era, was just smart ways to try to push through it. Like I stick my tongue out a little bit and I do the vowel a little different, and that helps me do the same thing that I was doing, which was like being stupid and trying to push through something that is unnatural. Like there's a natural limit there, and your voice is letting you know, sort of like if you're feeling tired all the time, right? Maybe it's your body saying like, yo, we're doing something wrong, clearly, like stop, I don't know, like jerking off so much, that would be what I did. Like it's a sign, yeah, but I didn't see it like that. I saw it as a sign to start getting more mixed voice courses. I need more mixed voice courses that will tell me a new hack on how to get past that limit, and that will give me a fleeting sense of dopamine, like hope is renewed, but it was just dopamine, no hope. And all this is because the mind knows, and they probably know if they're smart enough, which I cannot know. They don't look too smart sometimes, but if they're really smart, in the diabolical type of way, like they use their intellect for manipulation, which isn't marketing, like manipulation anyway. It's just like all of it, unless it's like based on truth. People tell me like you're so good at marketing, like seriously, and I say, yeah, but like it's because I have confidence in the method, right? It's not like I could just come up with a new product and have confidence in that because I read books on marketing on how to sound confident. Like I can't pretend for I feel like they're pretending. But I feel this with my intuition. It's not like I have proof. Well, sometimes proof does come out, right? But like you know what I'm saying? So the reason that I had no good M1 habits to take into M2 was because I didn't have any good habits for M1. That is, past the limit. If it was notes below my passage, the F sharp 4, which is sort of the, almost for everyone, it will be the breaking point. Not the breaking point, see, like the ego hears this shit and you start thinking, yeah, but I could shout a B4 and shout a C5. Like, I really never cared about that. And I don't clarify these things because I do hope that the people who come to my academy are a little smarter than this. Like I don't want to attract stupid people. Because if you're like, hell yeah, like I can like, boom, do this and do cocaine and push it out and get some nodules, and even if it's not taking it that far, you're like in this mentality of like, yeah, but I could go past an F sharp 4. Like, yesterday I shouted a little bit and pushed it. Like, I went to the singing gym and got some A4, so maybe my limits is an A4. Like, I don't care. Like, for me, it's like you have to be able to do it every day. Almost like right after you wake up. This is exaggerating a little bit, but I want you to like provide some balance, because it's also unbalanced into the other side of the ego. Like, oh, let's say if I can only do it once, I should count it towards my range. Why could you? Like, what is your objective? Like, you have to be realistic. If your objective is to be able to sing every day the same way, then why would you count notes that you can't do every day consistently? Do you want to be singing in fear all the time? This makes no sense. So that's my hopes. But I did realize after some time passed that people, I think, they're like, oh, his voice is not that low. He can obviously go past an F sharp 4. He's lying for marketing reasons. I think what happened there is that they probably think I'm saying I could never do an A4. Like, yeah, I could probably do an A4 in one like right now on the spot, Like, the thing is, if I pay close attention to reality and I do 5 or 10 in a row, and the fifth one will crack, almost guaranteed. If it's not the fifth one, it'll be the sixth one. So it's just common sense. Like, why would I count that towards my range? People so obviously I didn't have any good habits to take to M2. So this is like an edge case, like a rare case use, we could say, which I was intuitively led to imagine. So I'm assuming that it will resonate for someone out there, even if that someone isn't me specifically. It would probably look something like, I have some good belting habits, I can do some good M1 notes. Like, they're not like, I don't want to discard all my hard work, Like, they sound good, they sound healthy, they're like fairly consistent, Some days they don't work, but like most days they do. I trained a lot for them, blah blah, like, you know, this type of scenario I imagine it, which wasn't mine again. But still, how could a person like that take their good habits into M2? Very simple. You need to focus on the first course, which is $1 again now, in a more of an obsessive way. You know, when I first created the course in 2022, it was called The Mechanics of Mixed Voice. It was 45 minutes long. Now I look at it, it is 5 minutes long, because I'm like, what the fuck was I even yapping about for 45 minutes? But, you know, for some people, the topic is very interesting, especially when you're starting out. It's like, oh my god, like M2, like you can stay in M2 as you go lower, and then, like, you know, you can test all notes. You can literally detect whether it's M1 or M2. If you have like a good intuition, it's not that difficult to figure it out. It's just like objective truth. It's not like I have to coach you through it. That's what I believe, at least. So in the newer version from 2024, I think, I make it shorter. I just give one example, like the crucial ones, and that's it. Let's move on to other stuff. In the mixed voice, the M2 Academy method. But what I'm saying here is, if you're one of these cases, you're like, yeah, but I don't want to like work on my M2 for some reason, but I would like to try or take some of the M1 power into M2. It's like real easy then. Like, you isolate M2, and then you try to do the good things that you're doing in M1, allegedly, right? Because if I talk from experience, I didn't do anything good in M1 except like the natural notes, and you do those into M2. So it's like, provided I'm in M2, let's say you belt a note in M1, it sounds good, you sustain it, it's epic, right? Now do the same thing, but in M2, bro. Like, it's literally that simple. I'm sorry. It will change almost everything, you see, because the foundation is a different laryngeal configuration, so it will change a lot. You won't find like a magical result, but this will help you carry the good qualities of your M1 into M2 like rather easily. The reason I'm gonna say this in my academy is like, if you have a lot of shitty habits in your M1, like most people who come my way do, doing this would be stupid, you know? You'd be like, okay, let's take my M1 habits into M2, and then you like add tension to your M2. Like, most people will add tension. That's why I try not to say these things. So depends on the case used, but maybe this is you, right? This helps you, so I'm good with that. So I'm back to posting a little bit on crazy singing. I'm not posting on the Singing Mystic anymore, but I'm taking, you know, I'll do the nerdy mixed voice / slightly ego related videos here, and I have a purely spiritual TikTok. For now, just my only intent is to help people. Maybe I'll make courses in the future. I don't know. Like, I don't care. Honestly, I'm just doing what I feel. But if the stuff from the Singing Mystic interested you, that's because what I mostly care about is spiritual. So you can see a lot of that, more of my spiritual side on the new TikTok. I will explore the deepest topics of life, you know? I really don't care about this mixed voice stuff anyway anymore, you know? It's like, it's cool because it trained me on how to share truth and be sure about it, especially when people attack you. I probably needed that very much. It was good training, but you know how to be confident and stand your ground if you're sure. Like, it's not like I'm acting like, oh, I have to force myself to be confident, right? So but now that that's out of the way, truth is truth, right? For mixed voice, it is the truth as well. M2, it is what it is. It's not like I'm faking it. Otherwise, I couldn't say it. But what I really care about is spirituality. Like, I don't know much else about mixed voice to say anymore anyway. If I get like intuitive ideas like this, I'll keep making videos. But in terms of spirituality, I could talk about that for so much. I know a lot for some reason, not up to me. So go check it out if that's something that could interest you. And I don't know why I chose TikTok. I don't know, to be honest. I was thinking YouTube, like the algorithm is really hard now. I used to be like, I felt like I was like a master at YouTube because I started like a lot of channels and they all did well. Yeah, I had like 40,000, 100,000, 2,000 some viral videos on this one, but then I just couldn't do it anymore. You know, like I tried and my ego got crushed. I was like, I'm a good YouTuber, you know, but I think either I'm not or the algorithm changed a lot, which obviously it could be a mix of both things, right? Like the ego wants to think like, I got this, you never got anything. But I think the algorithm changed also, like drastically. And because I could do YouTube for the spiritual thing, because I could like viewers who are more like, you know, smart and they can watch a 10-minute video without getting bored. But since my purpose is not like a business, like I don't really care if people like come to my academy yet, in a sense, for the spiritual academy at some point, then my only point could be to get as many views as possible, because ideally that could help someone, which is what I would like. So I was like, okay, TikTok, I guess, and Instagram just, it sucks. Like it's funny, but it's like pretty dark. So anyway, thanks for watching. Okay, see ya.